The table tennis 1400, they line up this way. We've got Snow-A-Lot up to the 1400 for the first time, but he does carry the 133 again. Sight Spirit has an extra £8 after winning his previous start. Heng's Decision is a 5-time course and distance winner. Flying Sword has had 2 starts for Jimmy Ting for a win and a second. Nicholson Returns is on debut. Further down in the book, we have got Hardy Wish, the shadow roll-off and the blinkers going on. Cheerful Leader minus the blinkers this week, and Chater Pins will have a shadow roll on. Made our way across to the touchscreen, Tom, for the first race we're previewing here. And what does the speed map look like for this?
Yeah, it's interesting, a speed map here with the 1400 metres. Dandy Years has been off the scene for some time, and he's coming into with this off the back of 2 trials and can potentially go forward. Paul, you got Flying Sword there. He was handy last time out. Where does one of the new horses end up? Nicholson Returns.
I think he gets back. Nicholson Returns. He hasn't shown too much at his trial so far. He's had 3 of them. He's 12, 15 pounds. And now there is a horse coming into the race, Pride of Dragon. He's shown a little bit of a speed in his only start, but I think with that wide draw, he's going to end up sort of wide. Maybe he gets some cover, peak to peak goes forward. Snow-A-Lot should get in a nice position.
All right, so that's the speed map for that particular race. Sight Spirit has been in good form. He's a last start winner. He's got extra weight to carry this week. Joe Marira rides for John Size, and Nick had a chat with Joe out of track work.
Sight Spirit upped in trip last time, and he came good with a nice win.
I indicated I was glad that John stepped him up in distance from 12 to 14, and that thing plays off very well. He hits the line in a way that he's always going to win. He's a quality horse. He's far off reaching his peak, and I'm looking forward to riding him once again.
And from the outset, Joe, had he always given you the impression that he probably was looking for maybe 14, even a little bit further possibly?
He only gave me that feeling that he needed more ground at the races, because we took him to the races thinking that he was going to show his speed as he indicated on his trials, but he just didn't. But fortunately, the step up in distance in a slower run kind of a race suits him better. I mean, he was more comfortable, not out of his comfort zone, and he hit the line in the way that we expect him to do. So he's a kind of a horse that is plenty more to come from him for sure.
And the form of his last win obviously working out quite well. A couple of winners behind him on that occasion. Just from your barrier, you're in 3. Is that an ideal place to be, do you think, for a horse like him?
Oh, perfect gate for him. I mean, he's going to be able to be wherever he feels comfortable at. I don't think he has got speed to be up there, challenge them for the leaders. But from that gate, he's going to be able to just sit in a nice spot, come into the clear and then dash home. So I couldn't ask for a better gate.
And just on your form recently, Joe, as well, we saw that fabulous 4-timer at the Valley. You got a real kick out of winning on Here Comes Ted, and a good day at the office, having done a lightweight as well.
Yeah, as I said, the lightweight was a bit hard for me because the cold weather just make it harder for everybody. Wouldn't be any different for me. But I rode light a horse that ended up being David Ferrara's last win in Hong Kong, so that was a really good thing, and I was very proud of that. And you know, we are nobody without support of others. So all the success that I've been having is just because I had good people on my back giving me a push, and that's all what it's about, trying to win races, and hopefully we can keep the ball rolling.
And just one final question. This morning you trialled Excellent Proposal. He looked to go very well in that trial.
Yeah, he did. He trialled really well on the beat all the way, and he just needs to go back to the races, and I'm looking forward to that.
So he's a last start winner, Tom. Someone's been keen to get their investment on, missing Sunday racing. He's come up 1.5. The place market's so skew-if looking at it early.
Yeah, there's not much money in the pools, but someone's had a decent place bet on Snow-A-Lot in the first race. Look, he was expensive in his first 2 runs, sight success, but he came out and did something last start, Paul. It was quite impressive, I thought, in the end. Nothing wrong with his trial at Chung Fa. But he has dropped a bit of weight coming into this too.
Yeah, he has. Look, he should get a nice run. I've put him in. I put him in the numbers, but I've got one to beat him, I think, or a couple to beat him. No, one to beat him actually.
One man that's having a great time is John Size. Briefly levelled up with Frankie Law at Happy Valley last Wednesday night before Frankie trained the last 2. But those stats are awesome.
They are, aren't they? 27 wins. A lot of them have come in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, I think Tom can give it some more clarity on that. But the 17 seconds tells the story as well. 210 runners, a good strike rate.
Yeah, I added up from November 1st. He's had 125 starters. He's had 23 winners. It's a win rate of just under 29%. So airborne at the moment.
Absolutely. And Beauty Fit was in that trial behind Excellent Proposal we saw as well. He's racing a quick backup following that trial on this program too. Not in this race though. Snow a lot is. We need to have a look at his replay, and this is on the turf. Tom, this was his debut win when he beat, actually I'd tell a lie, won on debut, then ran fourth behind Country Boy here.
He had a little excuse. He was slightly held up last start to Snow a lot, but I think he was just too short in the market. He went off at 2.2, and look, after this he probably had his chance to get through, wasn't quite able to do so. Whether that slight sort of hold up hindered him, Paul, I'm not sure, but he went round at a ridiculous price this occasion.
He did, and I think we'll get a reasonable price for him this time. Zach Purdom obviously not on now because with his injury and stuff. So Blake Centreboard, barrier 5. I think he can bounce back. It was I put it down to second up as well.
And he wasn't beaten too far, 1 3/4. Beat good runner on debut. We move from that race, Paul, across to Happy Valley. Cheerful leader Cha Tin. Earnest Feeling got a little costly in the end for favourite punters over at the Valley.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? And they're coming here to Sha Tin. I'm going to throw him in because there is definitely something there about this horse, Earnest Feeling. We'll see how he goes now coming back to Sha Tin after these Happy Valley runs. He has been placed at Sha Tin from his 3 starts, so the change of environment might help him.
I left him out. Gate 13 was the thing that turned me off. He's had a few chances now, hasn't been able to capitalise when he's been in the market at sort of prices of even money, so not from barrier 13.
Cha Tin's had missed a run too leading up to this race. We head up to Chungfa now. Here's the old boy Heng's Decision. Usually, Tom, when we see him at this point of the race, is he still back running in the last 2 and rattles home? The old 10-year-old.
Yeah, well, he ran all right in this barrier trial, I thought. Look, he's been racing okay too. Went off at 5.7 behind Solar Power on the dirt last time out over 16.50. Was beaten 5.5 lengths there. From barrier 6, he's a 5-time course and distance winner, but I think there's a few other protagonists here.
Yeah, I agree. 10-year-old now, and I think he look, with that all-weather sort of little bit of softer cushion, I think probably suits the horse at this stage.
Staying at Chungfa here, Paul. Now, this is peak to peak. He won at big odds 2 starts ago, had a wide trip following that. Still not entirely sure how strong the field was that he beat.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a wide trip as well from barrier number 9. So, look, I didn't include him.
He couldn't possibly have a wider trip than he had last start. He was 4-5 deep, no cover down the side there. So, look, whether he can back that win up 2 runs ago, I'm not sure. He was held together in that recent trial, but again, the draw sort of turned me off a little with him, barrier 9.
Looked a nice day up at Chungfa that day. It's going to be a bit chilly at Sha Tin tomorrow. Who's going to win race number 8?
I'm going to stick with Snow a lot. I think we'll get a decent price about him this time. He was really short, as Tom said last time. It's currently 9.5. I don't think he'll stay anywhere near that, but it'll still be a lot better than his short price last time. Side Spirit, the one to beat, was a strong win from him, but he had been very costly in his last couple. I think the stepping up to 1,400 metres was the key, and he stays at 1,400. We'll give Earnest Feeling a chance. He should be a bit of a price as well. And I don't mind Hardy Wish's work with the blinkers on. He's got blinkers on for the first time here. Jerry Chow from barrier 4. 1, 2, 9 and 10.
It's a race where I think the favourite's probably likely to be over bet, so I'm looking at number 4 here, Dandy Years at 32's in the market at the moment. Ruin My Danny Shum. Now, he'd shown good ability in his first preparation. He'd won first up over New Future, then he ran second behind Super Winner. A few other runs there behind Everyone's Delight, Ultra Express, Free Fall. He's coming back from a left 4 tendon injury. I didn't mind his recent trial at Happy Valley, so take a chance with him. Oversight Spirit, Snow a Lot and Flying Sword seems to have found some form again. Ran into a second placing behind Sight Spirit last time out after being up on the pace. So 4, 2, 1 and 5.